Ahoy there friends, Boy here with another vlog. So we're moving on to week 4, I think it was now. Not too much to update this time around, but we do have PAX this Friday, which will be very fun. I don't know how I'm going to do at PAX. The last couple of times that I went, I was pretty sore the day after, because it's pretty much an all-day event. I did do 3 days last year. I think I went on my own last year, but I met up with a couple of friends there. But this year we'll be going with a fun. That will be exciting. A few things that's on my bucket list to do, hopefully at least look into for the week. So some people did mention that I look into a carnivore diet. So I'm assuming that's just eating pure meat. I don't know if you have to eat meat or I can just eat more meat and then add everything else in. Like, I'm not too sure. I need to look into that. So if you have any tips, please let me know if anyone's actually gone through the carnivore diet and if it's feasible. I am obviously not working at the moment, so hopefully it's not an expensive diet. I know I can buy a lot of meats like in bulk and maybe freeze. I've already frozen minced meat. I just haven't used it. Right. I really need to get into that. Another thing I need to do is get back into 3D printing because I bought a 3D printer and I haven't used it. So hopefully, I did say last week that I wanted to try to print a few things for my TCG journey. So we will continue with the One Piece, and hopefully when Riftbound opens up, I think at the end of this month, we'll see if I can even do it, because at this point it's very hard to sustain one TCG hobby, let alone a second one. So I need to weigh which game I need to purchase cards for, or if I could just buy the starter decks. Is that enough? Is it better to buy singles? Another question that needs to be asked, if I should just buy singles instead of buying boxes. I have been buying boxes with One Piece, and you like to open boxes. It's like an endorphin hit with the gambling and stuff. Not the best idea because it is a lot of money that I'm using. So we'll see how that goes. Another thing, I did recently buy Everdell. So this looks like a very cute. It's not. Is it a deck building game? I'm not too sure what the wording is for it. So you build up like buildings or something with critters, but it'll be interesting. So I technically got this for $77 at EB Games. So at the moment it was at 85. It's now at 119, I think. So it's a pretty decent discount. There are a couple of games that I do want. I want to get Wormspan, and I need to wait for that to go on sale because that was on sale last Cheap Tuesdays. This one currently, I think Finspan is on sale, but I think I like dragons more than fish, so we'll see how that goes. The walking journey has been going well. So in the last 7 days, so since last week, I think we averaged. It says we averaged about 7. Sorry, no 7. That's a bit much. About 4,000 steps a day. So there was one day where I did about 7,000 steps, and another one where I did about 6,000. So the lowest one I think I did was about 1,600. That's probably when I don't leave the house. So when I leave the house, I do anywhere between about, on average, 3 to 4. And if it's a bigger day, if I stay out longer, then obviously I'll walk around more, which I usually try to do because I don't leave the house every day. I feel like it's a little bit too much for me to do it, and I also do need to find a reason to leave the house. Otherwise, I'll just walk around and get tired. So I want to be able to exercise without having to distract myself, because at the moment I do have exercises I should be doing at home, but I can't find the motivation to do the workout without a substitute, in a sense of a distraction. So I either need to be watching a show to be able to lift some weights sometimes. Either on Discord with my friends, I'll just randomly do some weights while I'm waiting for a queue, while we're gaming or something like that. But consistently working out is very hard for me at the moment. I should focus on my health. Like, it should be a big deal for me to want to get healthy in that sense, but for some reason the drive isn't there. So if there's anything you guys have in the sense of encouraging words or insights that you can give me that would hopefully help me. Like, I know it's more on me to find the motivation to work out to help myself. and that is something that I'm working on. So we'll see how that goes. The main goal is to be able to get into a normal life. That's the reason why doing these VODs will hopefully hold me accountable and push me forward. Because I already know that I am a people pleaser in the sense of I would rather help someone else than help myself, and that's something I am trying to work on. Hopefully, in the near future, we'll get there. I've given myself a goal about 2 to 3 months to see some sort of improvement. Little improvement doesn't bother me as long as it's some sort of improvement. As long as I'm not going backwards, I'm fine with it. But I think that's about it for this week. I am still reading this book here. So the Pain Repurposing Therapy Workbook. I've only gotten through maybe like 10 or so pages. I try to read a couple of pages a day. Okay, I'm on page 9, not even. So a couple of pages a day, but sometimes I don't. It is an interesting book so far. It is trying to help me see pain in a different light. I will keep you guys up to date on how that goes. And lastly, we will be trying to take some sort of medication, which is... I don't think I'm going to try to pronounce this because it's just... I can't read properly anyway, so amitriptyline or whatnot. Supposedly it's supposed to help with my migraines. So we'll see if that works. It says the doctor said it'll take about a week or two to see any sort of improvement. If not, then we can just stop using it. But if I just completely like cold turkey, supposedly it's bad. So we'll need to obviously wean off it once or we find out if it works or not. But other than that, I think that's the update for the week. Once again, PAX will be this Friday. Hopefully that goes well. It'll be fun to go with my friends and we'll be able to hopefully get some things done then. So once again, if you have any tips on what to do for me, or if you guys are dealing with the same thing, share your thoughts and we can have a conversation about it. But as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.